My name is Angie Graveline, and I'm a physical therapist that has been practicing for 18 years. My friends would describe me as fun, outgoing, adventurous, friendly, trustworthy, and active. I do like to travel a lot, see the world, and I like to remain active during my travel lifestyle. So I traveled to Brazil in 2019, went there to have a reunion with my two really good friends that I hadn't seen in 20 years. During this trip, my cousin and I decided to go watch the sunset, and we were walking along a dirt road, and all of a sudden, we didn't really know what happened, but both of us got hit by a drunk driver from behind. So when I went to the hospital, I did find out that I had microfractures in both knees and meniscal tears and a hip labral tear. The long-term prognosis was that I wouldn't be able to work for quite a few months, and the fractures would take about a year to heal. So as soon as I returned back to San Diego, back home, I immediately sought out to contact Randy Kusinosi, who I have taken a few classes from in Counterstrain. And from there, I asked him if I would be able to go see him to get help for all my injuries. The reason why that I sought out Randy Kusinosi is because he's been a master therapist for several years, and I knew he would be able to help me with this technique of counterstrain. I wasn't able to tolerate a lot of deep, aggressive pressure or therapy, and counterstrain is the most gentle and effective way to treat injuries, especially anything acute. So I feel counterstrain helped me in the sense that I was able to regain the ability to walk again, to not have back pain, to not have hip pain, and it was such a gentle approach that after every time I finished a session of counterstrain with Randy, I felt great. I just felt the pain went from a 9 out of 10 to 1 or 2 immediately after the session. What I appreciated about Randy and his skill as a therapist is that he has a wonderful, calm bedside manner. He understands the injury. He treats the injury with a lot of gentle techniques. He makes you feel comfortable. After being treated with counterstrain for several visits and seeing how effective it was, I then learned about a mentorship that was going to be offered from the Counterstrain Jones Institute. And from there, I decided to sign up, and I knew that I wanted to become a certified practitioner so I could help the patients as Randy had helped me. So in order to become certified in Counterstrain, I had to go through a rigorous program of about 4 months of continuous classes, about 3 to 4 classes a month with hands-on skills that were taught. And then you do have to study. So I had spent countless hours trying to prepare for this test. There's a practical exam, and there is a written exam, there's a speech, and you pretty much can practice with your patients, and then that will give you a great advantage. So as a therapist, taking this mentorship plus working enabled me to be able to pass the test. So my message to potential patients would be, seek out the counterstrain method. It is different from any other therapy method that you may have experienced. It is effective, it is pain-free. You're going to get results different than other techniques. It's one of the best physical therapy treatments out there, and I would highly recommend Randy Kusinosi and the Jones Institute team for any of your personal physical therapy needs, classes, or continuing education.